Welcome back above the clouds. In this episode, I am practicing some figure drawing. I'll be drawing for about 30 minutes. I have Clip Studio open alongside Quick Poses, the website, and I'm going to be drawing some figures through here and just practicing and brushing up on my figure drawing skills. And I'm recording it and making it into a video just because I want to be able to show you how you can practice drawing figures as well, how you can practice figure drawing when you don't know what else to draw. And it's just good to it's just good to always be practicing figure drawing. And one thing I've learned about myself is when I'm trying to learn how to draw the figure and just get better at it, I have more fun when I focus more on the gesture of the pose rather than the anatomy. And so for me right now, when I practice drawing figures, I do gesture over anatomy, and that's what I practice. I start with gesture just because it's more fun for me, and I know I can get better at drawing if I also learn the anatomy of the figure and the pose and stuff. But just for me and where I'm at right now, when I draw figures, I want to start with the gesture and instead of the anatomy and all the specific muscles and stuff. And so that's what I'm going to be doing in this episode. I'm going to be showing you how to really get that gesture down and have fun with the pose and break it down, gesture over anatomy. So that's what I'm doing in this video. So let's just get started. Over here on quickposes.com, I go over here to time practice. I've done this before in another video, but you go to quickposes.com, time practice, and what I want to do is poses. The gender doesn't matter. I'm gonna do clothes and costumes, and 30 seconds, and I want to draw 10. So I'll probably be doing this for about 30 minutes. And every time I get done with 10, or every time I get done with the interval for 10 figures, I'll move on to 60 and 120. And I found that this has really helped me figure out figure drawing. Now, like I said, because I focus more on the gesture, I'm gonna have to go back and really learn the anatomy of the poses and the figures. But it is what it is. I can do it. So let's just get started. So it's only 30 seconds. I already wasted like 2 seconds, but when I'm doing this, it's gonna take me a minute to warm up, but these are all gonna get a little bit better by the time we get to the last one. But see me. But when I start a figure, I always start with the shoulders and then the spine, and then go down to the legs, down here. And I'm not trying to get the anatomy perfect. I'm just trying to get the gesture and put the body parts in the right places as best I can. And it's only 30 seconds, so I can't really trip about trying to make it perfect as possible. That's why I said I like doing gesture over anatomy to start, because it's just more fun. You can be more loose, more sketchy with it. And after this, I'll have to go in and really study how the muscles work. just some simple shapes, simple lines. To try and get that pose across. I don't think that one's that good, but it's all good. Move on to the next one. Don't even trip. Sometimes this program or this website will show you pictures that of people where you can't even see the the underlying forms, the body. Like they'll have figures with so much clothing on that you can't even see the actual pose itself. So those are the photos I try and skip. This one's pretty good, but you can almost not see the pose, and those are the ones I try to stick away from because if you can't really see the pose, then you can't really learn from it and redraw it anyway. So I feel like that's a waste of time. So by doing this, it's really helped me find a way to draw figures from imagination quickly, without too much trouble, and just quickly sketch and put the landmarks of the body out and the pose and stuff. It's pretty fun. That one's awkward because I can't really tell, but it's all good. Oh, that's cool. I'll draw the guy in the air. He looks better to draw right now. Damn, this is hard. This one's really hard. I'm gonna do this type of video as like a practice session video, and if you wanna draw with me, you can. Obviously, but it's just a good way to draw some stuff. If you don't know what to draw, you can join me and draw some figures. Practice your figure drawing. I feel like the legs are my favorite part of the figure to draw. They can get really expressive. Clip studio, hurry up. Freezing up on me. Oh, it's like saving or something. That one's weird. I'm skipping this one. Like this, I'll draw this one. Clip studio, there we go. But like this one, the pose is kind of hard to see, and when I feel like when you're first starting out, just like don't draw these. I mean, you can challenge yourself, but it just becomes harder to draw these poses because you can't even see what's really going on beneath the clothing and the shadows and stuff. So it's kind of hard. But there we go. Quick 30 seconds, 10 poses. Real fast, real easy, real quick. Now I'm gonna move on to 60 seconds. Clothing, costumes, all genders. Actually, I'm gonna do male. I'm gonna do male 60 for 60 seconds and female for 60 seconds. And we'll do 10 again. The goal for this is to draw like 50 figures, maybe even up to 100, depending on how much time I have in the day or whatever to draw or just to practice, basically. So 60 seconds, male figures. This is a cool foreshortening with the arm. That's cool. And the knife, the sword, it's right here. Head. That's one thing I really want to get good at is foreshortening. If you can draw foreshortening really good, then it just makes your character drawings a lot better. And a lot of what it has to do with foreshortening is perspective. So if you can understand the figure in perspective, then you can understand foreshortening a little bit better, and then it just comes down to practicing it. That's one thing too. I try not to use my eraser at all or press undo at all. You just got to be confident in the lines you create, and if you mess up, you mess up. So it is what it is, because you don't really have time to really go back and change stuff like that and be over analytical about it. Is that the right word? I don't know. Overanalyze your pose, your figure. So whatever lines you get down, you just gotta go with it. And I started doing that in my sketchbook with like pens and markers and stuff. That way I wasn't trying to erase with a pencil in my sketchbook. It's harder to do that with no undo or erasing, but I feel like you learn a lot more without erasing and stuff and pressing undo all the time. That's a cool pose. So I'd like to start with the shoulders, get that spine in, and go from there. And really try to figure it out. This one's hard too because you can't see the other leg. You can only assume where the leg kind of ends up. Same thing with this one. Kind of goes there, and then the shoulder goes up. Down here, and he's holding the sword. His head's over here. Somewhere. Look how far up I do the fist and the head. That's pretty crazy. A little bit of the clothing. And that's pretty much it for this. I'll draw that foot now. That's it. I don't know why I started drawing everything so big. Let me zoom in a little bit more so I can start drawing a little bit smaller. This figure is pretty cool. Something like that. And this also helps you with drawing from reference as well. When you want to draw, or when you're not practicing figure drawing, but you want to draw a specific pose from reference. When you practice this allows you to quickly break down the figure and just sketch really loosely without having to worry. And that's why I said don't use your eraser or use the undo, because you build the confidence in your lines and start to really understand where everything goes. So you're not really tripping about it. You're not really worrying about making anything perfect. Especially as a sketch. Sometimes when I'm drawing a sketch, even I try and make everything a little too perfect. But when I'm practicing like this, I try not to use the erasers for that specific purpose of drawing with confidence and that confidence in my lines and all that. This is all right. This one is all right. So next one, ooh, that's fire. That pose is fire. Foreshortening, twist of the body. It's really hard, but I really want to try and get this down as best as possible. So the legs coming up, then the calf area. That's probably one good thing about learning anatomy though, is like you actually know the names of the muscles and stuff. You can actually properly talk about them. I'm over here just talking about calf and legs, feet and arms. It's really cool how his neck and his head like twists the other way, opposite of his body, and his arms are like going out that way. That's pretty cool. then also, it's just simple shapes. Just gotta remember, keep it simple with simple shapes. I'm like, make this like half circle thing for the upper half of the body, and then it goes back. That's like his lower half of the body. His head is here, torso, shoulders, and arms, forearms, hands, like his feet. That's crazy. Like his left leg is really far back. That's interesting. That's really interesting how he, or just how to draw that. I can't think of the word. That's crazy. Looks pretty cool though. Got Spider-Man. I've never seen this picture before on Quick Poses. Man dressed as Spider-Man. Pretty cool. I don't like this one. That one's fire. I mean, you gotta pay attention to that curve of the spine as well. For me, it all starts with the spine. That's like the line of action where it all starts. Where the whole figure is built and starts from. And then from there, just the rest of the body. Should have given myself more room to draw the entire figure, but that's all good. That's all good. I'm trying to draw the hand too, if I can get it. Yeah, pretty close. Gotta find a space to draw this guy. Right here. Shoulder. So it's not difficult. That's what I was talking about with heavily clothed figures. It's a little bit harder to draw them because you can't see every aspect of the body. So, especially with this hand, like you can tell where it's coming from, but it's a little bit harder to plot it down and actually try and draw it. This crossbow is like right here. And then the hands and the arms. It's always fun to challenge yourself though. And that's it for the 60 seconds. Nice. I'm already 20 minutes in. Figure drawing is great to practice with and do, especially if you don't have that much time. You can do 30 seconds, 60 seconds, 5 minutes, 2 minutes, and it's just good practice, good character drawing practice. This last one is going to be 2 minutes, and this time I was going to do 60 seconds female, but I'll just do 120 seconds female and keep it moving. New layer, and draw 10 for 2 minutes each. Let's just start it up. Yeah, just so this video's not going on for too long, give it about 30 minutes, and just finish off this practice with these 120 seconds, 2 minutes poses, and I'm gonna go back and actually draw the 60 seconds females again. I just want to. And I have a little bit more time too, so I can probably draw the clothes as well. And now I can start racing because now I got the figure drawn. Well, this kind of goes all the way down to the foot. Then I can draw the rest of the clothes. It's kind of hard though to get draw these clothes. I can't really tell what's going on, but I'm gonna try my best at drawing it. It is what it is. So again, start with the shoulder line, and go down with the spine, or I would think it is. And that just comes from practice. Like I kind of figured out. Basically, the spine is in the middle of the figure. It's just along the back, but it kind of works as a line of action as well, like I said. And it gets easier and easier to draw figures the more you do it. So. 2 minutes goes by fast. I just thought about it, but if I do 2 or 10, 20-minute drawings, that's 20 minutes, so it'll be 40 minutes long. Right? That makes sense, right? I hope it does. Can't really tell what's going on with the feet, but it looks like something like this. is here, this hand is about here, because they hold the sword and goes down like that. That's pretty cool. Nice. Now what else can I do? Draw the face, I guess. Just the head. And it's hard to see the hands and stuff. I want to try and draw the hand, but it's kind of awkward to see. That was pretty good. And after that, it's just a dress, so. Can't really tell what's going on after that. So let's do that. And then head, shoulders, the knees and toes. Down like this. And that arm. The hand. I've been drawing hands a lot too. I'm using the same website, so you can use this for poses, hands, and I think you can also use it for portraits too, and animals apparently. I don't think I've really tried the animals, but and you don't even need this website to do this, but I like to use this website so that I'm not looking for my own photos and searching and doing all that. Maybe I'll do that one day, but have my own gallery of photos that I have. But this is nice and simple. They just have photos for you. You go to the website and draw them. Because you could definitely get these cool pictures off Pinterest and practice the same way, but with your own pictures and stuff. So if you don't really want to use this website, you can definitely do that. Goes down and the feet. The head's too small, but let me redraw it. That's probably too big, but whatever. Pretty good. What the heck? How's that foot like that? That's crazy. I guess it's just a shoe, but that looks crazy. I think I made the torso a little bit too short, but I think I can fix that a little bit here, but it still looks kind of a little too short. It's all good. It's all good. One thing I want to get better with is drawing clothes. I'm feeling a lot more confident drawing figures and poses and stuff, but drawing clothes is a totally different story. And I just gotta attack it the same way I attacked drawing figures. Is drawing bad clothes, so I draw good clothes basically, and just drawing it a lot. Because when I first started drawing characters, I was really focused on the figure as much as I am now. And when I really wanted to start focusing on drawing good, like really pretty solid and good figure drawings and characters and stuff, I wasn't drawing the best figures and stuff, and using reference like I do now. And so that's what I had to do with drawing clothes, is understand that I'm not gonna be good at drawing it right away, just like I wasn't with drawing figures, and it's gonna take some time to get it right, but I can definitely do it. I definitely see myself improving with it a little bit, but I just gotta bring more attention to that and focus on it a little bit more, because after the pose is done, like, you gotta give your characters clothes, and the clothes can really express a lot about your characters. And since I want to make comics and stuff, that's pretty important. It's a pretty important aspect of drawing characters. So definitely gotta practice that a lot more. Some is hard to draw. Right. So the spine kind of curves that way. Yeah, so the body twists. And then like this. Darn good. Starting to run out of space now. Studio freezing up on me. And one thing too, like I used to save these figure drawings. I used to save these, do these every day, and used to save them and stuff. But like I'm not gonna go back and look at these, so it doesn't really matter whether I save this or not. Save the file. So I could care less if they get deleted. Because it's just for practice. It doesn't really matter. I don't know why, but I used to draw. I used to draw these all the time, or just practice these all the time, and just like save the file. Every single one I did, and that's probably a waste of space because I don't really need them after I'm done with the studies and stuff. So. Let's see. What's going on with Clip Studio? So it looks like Clip Studio froze on me, but yeah, it froze on me. But that's pretty much it for this episode. Just wanted to practice some figure drawing, and I'm gonna go back and actually draw some more when Clip Studio wakes up. But yeah, this is it for this video. Just wanted to share the importance of figure drawing and how I go about it. I usually start with the shoulders to the spine and work from there. And like I said in the beginning of this episode, I like to practice gesture over anatomy and just have fun with the gesture of the pose before I go in and really study how the anatomy works. And I haven't really done that even yet. You're looking at this picture above the clouds, like title image here, and a lot of this I don't really understand anatomy, but I understand the gesture, I think, of the pose pretty solid to where I was able to draw these characters in perspective pretty good and learn from it as well. But going forward, I definitely got to study anatomy little by little and just get better with that, because I think that'll help with a lot of foreshortening as well, learning how the muscles work and drawing characters in perspective. Because with this drawing here, I definitely struggled with that a little bit, but yeah, I think the gesture carried this drawing a lot more. I just have more fun with it. Wasn't really worried about the anatomy of the figures. So that's it for this episode. So thanks for watching, and I'll see y'all later.